On today's show, spring is in the air. Turkeys in the neighborhood lead one dad to give his kids a shot in the hunting blind. Two youngsters take aim at turkey hunting. Anglers wrestle a big spring tradition way up north. Turns out the fishing is by far the easiest part of this trip.
Minnesota Bound. Brought to you by Minnesota's select GMC dealers.
Hi everybody, Bill and I welcome you to the show.
You know, it seems like a lot of people see a lot of wild turkeys wandering around these days.
We even have them in the parking lot at our office.
Yes, we do. You know, Jared Christie saw a few wandering around in his neighborhood.
And those birds caught his kids' attention, so he decided to take his kids out to learn more about turkeys and hunting them.
The turkey hunting bug can bite just about anywhere. For my two sons, Beckett and Carter, the bug bit outside their front door. Right across the street from our house, turkeys visit weekly. The dudes call, the turkeys talk. The turkey talk let us hear.
If you don't have a place to go, start that process right now.
To the basement of the Hopkins VFW, the DNR offers classes and instruction on how you can learn to talk back.
Ron and I can go and hunt with you guys and assist, but we can't guide you.
First-timers like myself or experienced turkey hunters are welcome. Cost $5.
The permit are A through F.
A small price to pay for decades of experience.
There's about 1.1 million acres of state and federal property in the state of Minnesota that allows hunting.
We took notes and headed to the West Metro.
I think I see one out there. You see that big tree? In that cluster of branches, there's a bird in there. You might get it to fly out.
45 minutes from downtown Minneapolis, we teamed up with turkey hunter Mitch Petrie.
This is right on the convergence of Orono, Medina, and Long Lake. We built a ground blind that I think the kids will enjoy. We call it the Fort.
Dog sticks in mud.
The dudes aren't old enough to hunt yet, but there's no way they were staying at home.
Get up at 4:05. I would be at school.
My family hunts out here a lot. My boys have all shot birds. My wife shot her first bird out here, so we hunt here all the time. This is one of my honey holes.
It's really strange that we don't hear anything.
Daybreak arrives, no action.
Very strange. The birds were very quiet, didn't hear a single gobble, and that's the first time all year we haven't seen a gobbler or heard a gobble.
But we didn't give up just yet. A successful turkey hunt doesn't always end with a bird.
Carter, do you think this is good luck? Yeah. You think it's good luck? Okay. I just found it, so we know there's turkeys here, right? What do you got, bud? Oh my gosh. So this is our, oh, look, and Beckett's got another one. So we have 4 turkey feathers this morning, but no turkeys so far. You think we're getting closer? How many do you have now?
3.
How many does Carter have?
3.
You each have 3? Nice. That's pretty good. If we find enough feathers, maybe we'll find just the whole turkey eventually.
Didn't have any luck on the turkeys, but we had a great time in the field. We went for a great hike. We found feathers. We got to see a bunch of deer sign, and really just to get out and enjoy the outdoors.
When should we go again?
Right now. Right now.
Hey, but you've got school. Who wants to go to school with their face painted?
Coming up, the story behind all the boats on the Rainy River. Ice out leads to the lure of big fish on this far northern river. But be warned, this trip comes with plenty of challenges.
Battery's done.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Minnesota's Select GMC dealers, by The Yard maintenance-free outdoor furniture, Running Aces Casino, Hotel and Racetrack, and by Aluma Craft Boats.
Sturgeon happen to be one of the oldest fish swimming in Minnesota waters. And each spring, anglers race to the Rainy River just as soon as winter starts to loosen its grip. We take a look to see why so many people want to chase this big fish. Murphy's Law. Hook up the boat for the first spring fishing trip, and this happens. April showers give way to this. We get through that darn snowstorm thinking, uh-oh, we're in for quite the trip. Wayne Smith and I drive north towards the Canadian border town of Baudette. Spring is supposed to be right around the corner. Could have fooled me. Up on the Rainy River, the fishing resort sits silent. The hectic ice season just wrapped up. This is Baudette's downtime. Trucks, trucks, trucks. Until you drive a couple miles downriver. All right, let's get this show started. Wayne, the tarp should be off by now. That's what I'm talking about. Guys get so excited about this deal.
I want to wait till it gets 33 degrees.
Local fishing guide Nick Anthony knows the big buzz.
So who's going to get the biggest one today?
When was the last time you caught a sturgeon?
It was the fall 82.
Come April, at least a couple local launches start to loosen up. Anglers want first shot at the river and big fish. Take Charles Darmer. He drove all night. So did you sleep at all last night, or you just drove straight through?
Straight through.
Why?
Well, when you hook into a 70-inch sturgeon and she's pulling as hard as you can, there's something there. It's special.
Sturgeon Fest, first trip of the year. Woo! What could possibly go wrong? I will live to eat that question. After all, this is a tough time of year to tackle open water. All right, we're fishing. We fire up and instantly notice trouble.
So where are we leaking water, would you say?
I have no clue.
So there's water flowing in right here.
Right here.
There's a hose that goes from the live well down, which I imagine is your pump that's leaking right there connected to the bottom of the boat.
It looks like a loose gasket in the live well might have been our culprit. We've got it tightened, so round two. So how far up do you want to go? All the way to the ice? First trip of the year.
Is this the break-in speed here? For the first couple hours?
We're full throttle right now. We head up the icy Rainy River in a wind chill.
Pretty ridiculously windy.
Yeah, it's kind of howling here. Where the ice still covers the river, we decide to fish. Or so I think. As soon as I come off a plane, we know there's a problem.
We looked down and it was, this deep right up on top of my feet. And that's when we kind of figured, something's not quite right.
It got scary in a hurry. The guys were like, we've got water and it's coming in fast. We need to go now. In a bit of a panic, we race back down the river and get the boat back on the trailer as fast as we can. The only picture from that moment, a blurry snapshot of Wayne bailing water.
So, you didn't see any of it because we just raced through that whole deal. We're 4 miles up the river and there's water all of a sudden coming over the floorboards. We don't even think about it, we just say hammer, go, now. Race back, scream up here. Greg couldn't even shoot because he had to get on the winch as fast as we could.
We handled it right, but yeah, you gotta have your head on straight and make sure your ducks in a row. You know, you gotta respect that water.
Day 2 comes tomorrow. What else could possibly go wrong?
Closed captioning is brought to you by Maple Grove Lock and Safe, your premier Liberty safe dealer.
Sturgeon are supposed to be one of Minnesota's easiest fish to catch. Just throw out a gob of worms on a hook and wait. But come spring season, the fishing is not always that easy.
So after a tough day 1 in sturgeon camp, we start fresh. A new day, a new borrowed boat.
Round 2, I'm ready. So, rods are going out of boat A and into boat B. Let's go.
We very gently launch the boat. Watch carefully as we back in. See the back?
Whoa, go forward.
It's about underwater.
Forward, go forward. Hurry up, go forward, go, go.
Seriously?
It's such a sharp drop, it just filled the back.
Yeah, that was another battle continued there.
I mean, it didn't even budge. It's like it's stuck to the trailer.
You can't even make it up. New day, different boat.
It literally is frozen.
It's frozen to the...
Why wouldn't it be frozen to the bunks, right? The way everything was going.
This is unbelievable. It's like the trip that refuses to happen.
Frozen boat to the bunk, had to go back to town, get a hose.
Hey, we got water.
Defrost the bottom. I mean, come on.
Unbelievable. Just solid. Not even. Are you sure there aren't bolts? Oh. Hoser, eh? Yep, he's loose.
We are not giving up. Come heck or high water, we are going to fish.
Moment of truth. If I start crying, go forward. Hang on, hang on. Battery's dead. Of course. Bill, gotta go forward. Gotta get the jumper cable.
Are you kidding me?
Honestly, felt a little defeated at that point, you know, thinking, I don't think we're ever gonna get out and sturgeon fish.
We're not doing anything wrong, it's just things keep happening to us.
After yet another setback, the boat floats. The motor now runs. It appears we may finally, and I say that cautiously, be ready to fish.
Oh. And we are about to go. Sturgeon fishing. Here we go. Okay, you got your seatbelt on? Let's do this. See what the old E-Tech's got. We're rolling! Yes. Headed towards Sturgeonville.
This time we got the problems licked. We head back up by the edge of the ice. We've got calm wind, warm sun. This rainy river trip kinda looks promising.
Icebergs. Everybody looks so excited.
We decide to tuck in and drop an anchor. Up here, anglers deal with ice.
Okay. Fresh water. Nobody could fish this a day ago. It's baby steps. We have something in the water. An anchor rope. We are deep. Then we're going to start spearing ice here in a minute.
Now it's a waiting game. But as luck would have it, we won't wait long.
Oh!
Yeah, it's on all right.
Oh.
I just went in the drink on the hook set. You were expecting I think I just pulled 4 stomach muscles on that.
Oh no!
What do you say?
They've had like 14 swings and misses. Wait. Oh. Ah. Even the seagulls are laughing. This time it appears the fish gods may finally cut us some slack.
Fish on!
Oh, he's there. Still ahead after so many darn issues, find out if this angler can put the fish of his dreams in the boat.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut, Mountain Dew, Radco Truck Accessories, Bent Creek Golf Course, and by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
Just my luck. Up a river with a paddle. Yet again.
Well, we are set up in kind of a hairy spot because of that stuff and that stuff.
Nick Anthony and Wayne Smith wait on the first open water fish of the year. It's the reason anglers fight all sorts of tough spring conditions.
It's fun if you can get out there, but the whole battle's getting out there. You know, how many guys do we see talking about frozen motors and frozen this and that? And, you know, it's part of the battle, but you have to be ready for it.
Ready for the unknown, including this.
What do you feel? What do you feel? Oh! Oh! You guys fight fish. I'm fighting ice.
It's gonna be a while.
Is it pulling?
it's a good one.
Awesome.
You can tell right away. Just when you set the hook, it's just like a thud. I mean, there's no moving it. Felt like you hooked a log, and then it just started peeling line. So it's fun.
That thing is tearing line. That's awesome.
How does it feel?
Good. Feels like a beast.
Dude, look at that stick. Just hammed over.
Just running.
Are we getting closer?
No, well, it just peeled about 200 foot of line.
Looked like 210.
Wayne, how you doing, buddy? I mean, how you doing today?
You know, I'm doing good. You know, started out a normal day, and now we got things happening. I got a swirl. You got him at least somewhat close.
It's the sweet sting of fighting a 50-year-old fish. Sturgeon have been around since the dinosaurs.
And on the board, baby.
Finally, we get what we came for.
Nice one.
First one.
A near 60-inch fish. Wayne's very first sturgeon.
Yeah, you know, I don't know exactly how long I fought that fish, but it felt like a while.
This is catch and release fishing, which makes this so sweet.
Whew, slime time.
Good. Where'd you find this guy?
I know, he's the real boy.
The real deal.
You know, obviously we have great fishing all summer long, and these sturgeon provide another opportunity, you know, especially for the area.
When you come this far and go through so much.
I don't get it. Yep, he's loose.
Batteries, Dad. Of course. Bill, gotta go forward. Knowing what we had gone through just to get to that moment. Worked out.
It was an amazing set of circumstances to kind of overcome, and it was good. I mean, that's what it's all about.
To finally succeed, well, is worth the trip. To date, probably the most frustrating fishing trip we've ever been a part of.
But one you and the guys still talk about.
Not in a good way. Well, that about does it for us. We'll see you back here next week.
In the meantime, don't forget to introduce a kid to the great outdoors. The good ones, the best.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433. To get more Minnesota Bound, including full episodes, go to mnbound.com. And to follow our latest adventures, like us on Facebook.